I tried to do have more stuff set up. I think I wouldn't see. Need to look
So where are you guys?
crazy.
Oh, I know.
And she's asking for her own kids.
Please excuse this interruption. This announcement is for all Valley STEM teachers and students. Once period attendance has been taken, teachers, please bring your classes down to the JVC for the Valley STEM Awards Assembly. Thank you.
I mean, you have a nice, you know, a nice Hi, how are you? Nice to see you.
Sir?
What, May 30th?
Guys, have a seat. Fill in.
Did you find Tyler? He was not in Brian's office. And then I ran into her. Look, it all came, Jackie.
You guys got it in time.
Yeah.
And you got it wrapped up.
Yeah.
These all get this.
Everyone who wants
Good afternoon, everybody. We'll go ahead and get started here. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Andrew Hampton. I'm one of the principals here at CTC, and I'm the principal of the Valley STEM Academy. I just want to thank everybody for being here to our second annual STEM Awards Assembly. This is a great day here. It's become one of my favorite days of the school year, where we get to recognize not only current Valley STEM students, but former Valley STEM students that are either at the Career Center or in college at this point, and honor their work and their achievements that they have accomplished. To our Valley STEM students, you all now have experienced Valley STEM for a year, okay? I have the opportunity to serve and work with the best instructors, in my opinion, in the state, and they provide you all with excellent opportunities. We have top-notch equipment here as well. Half of you have been here for 2 years, okay, a lot of our sophomores, and you're moving on to a career pathway at the Career Center. And I just want to take a moment here. You'll hear some of your peers get recognized that are current 9th graders, current 10th graders. But the MCC-TC students that are going to be recognized, or the former MCC-TC students who were former Valley STEM students, they're being recognized today because they have taken advantage of every opportunity within this building and beyond. Whether it was job shadowing, the equipment in their lab, the projects that their instructors developed for them, other opportunities, work opportunities that they have sought out and done, student competitions through Skills USA. All of those things have culminated into them having excellent opportunities beyond this building, whether it's in college or in the workforce or both, okay? So sophomores, as you move on, continue to take advantage of every opportunity you're given here. And freshmen, as you move on to be sophomores next year, make sure you also are taking advantage of every opportunity in your second year as a STEM student. Whether it's today or next year or as a senior, whether you end up getting an award or a scholarship or not at any point along the way across these years, okay? The work and the time you put in here in this building will eventually pay off, okay? Whether that's in employment opportunities, whether that's in you being more prepared as you go on to post-secondary education in a college or university in the career field you want to be in. But the work you put in and the effort you show up with every single day makes a difference. Before I turn it over to him, I just want to give a shout out to Mr. Van Orman. Todd Van Orman is one of our STEM lab instructors. I just want to thank him for his work in collaborating with our STEM staff and putting these awards together. Also his work with the Gene Haas Foundation and applying for the grant money and that which will be used to give out some awards today. So thank you, Mr. Van Orman, for doing that. Really appreciate your help in putting this all together.
Like Mr. Hampton, one of my favorite days of the year. I know a lot of you, especially the last 3 weeks, hear a lot about our golf outing. Our golf outing. Hey, we got to make raffle prizes for the golf outing. Hey, we got to get this ready for the golf outing. A big part of today is funded by the golf outing. So when you're all like, well, how can we do this work and we don't get paid? You're getting paid today. Some of you. We're going to start with Miss Brown. She's going to read our academic all-stars. Now, a little motivation to keep coming to school the last week. Everyone who wins a academic or lab all-star will be receiving a $20 Amazon gift card. So, keep showing up so you can get it.
All right, so we're we're going to start with the Freshman Academic All-Stars. If I call your name, you're going to come up and get your certificate from Mr. Van Orman. And then if you could stay on the stage so that we can get a group picture once we call up all our Academic All-Stars. First up, Logan Tomasic. Jackson Green. Tyler Humphrey. Isabella Sanders. Kellen Williams. Haley Tater. Cy Cato. Jacoby Odell. And Ryan Daniel. All right, congratulations to all of our freshmen academic all-stars. Please stay on the stage until your picture gets taken.
These awards, how we came up with it. We got a group of teachers together, we had all the names on the table, and we went through both lab and academic, and we put everything into it. Attitude, work ethic, performance, classroom, lab. That's how we came up with the names. Some of you could have gone both sides, so don't get offended if you're like, man, I thought I was better here than there. None of that matters, we're just representing everybody we can. Freshman Lab All-Stars. Blake Hinkle. Rigo Neapolitan. Wesley Whitehouse. Liam Schmid. Fallon McCormick. Isabella Colt. Anna Smith. And this last one hurts a little bit because I already told this person, people in Pittsburgh don't even like Pittsburgh Pirates. Emily Craig. Actually, not the last one. Wesley Glenn.
right, next we have the sophomore academic all-stars. So when you go up, Mr. Hanson will give you your certificate and then stay up on the stage for pictures after. Mr. Martin Novotny.
One more time.
Marty Devine.
Martin Novotny. Ms. Maria Mon. Lorenzo Payas Wells. Brianna Grosick. Jason Yonke. Jacob Burton.
Get your dick right up.
And Katie Rudolph.
Next list is the sophomore lab all-stars. John Bushling. Ryan Timmings. Josiah Bevins. William Petrovich. Hayden Juskowitz. Victoria Zidi. And Claire Considine.
And that's it for the STEM Awards. Oh, just kidding.
All right, we're good to go. Can you hear me? We all right?
Louder. Better, Mr. Captain. All right. We've got 5 more awards here that are all going to sophomores. We kind of created a couple awards based off of some of the, I want to say, individual efforts of some of our sophomores, okay? So I've got, the first award I've got to give here is the Lab All Around Award. This goes out to a student that can probably run just about any piece of equipment that we currently own as a school, and that is Mr. Ari DeRosa. Just a correction, just so we're on the same page. The gift cards of the last group were $25, not just $20 for Amazon. These select few are getting $50 gift cards for their efforts. So those will be coming out as well. Next, we've got a most improved student. And now this is not saying that this student was bad as a freshman. But this is saying that that student has come a long way, both in their lab and their classes, and just in their overall student engagement and maturity level and everything they've done. And I know he is not here today, but he did send an email to his teachers showing his maturity level. Ben Drummond, why don't we give him a round of applause? The next one, we've got it labeled as our Tech Achievement Award, and this kind of came from a group that competed at Skills USA, and they came in second place, and part of that coming in second place was this person just had to learn how to use a software that nobody had used before. And he did that, and he learned it, and he asked questions, and he kind of just figured it out. But that is Mr. Aiden Strock. The next one we got is the most dependable. This person, when we needed something done, and especially in the lab, and we needed it done in a timely manner, this person stepped up time after time after time to get things done for us. So our most dependable student that we decided was Gage Brereton. And then the last one I've got is a Customer Service Award. So throughout the course of the year, especially in our STEM lab, we do different jobs to fundraise for Skills USA or Amazon gift cards or scholarships or whatever it is that we decide that money should go to. And our customer service account helps to pad some of that stuff. And this year we split it between 2 very deserving young ladies. But we've got Miss Rebecca Zetz and Miss Sophia Soto Alicia.
we started applying through the Haas Foundation for some grant money that can be used for Skills USA to buy supplies, consumables, and it also is encouraged to give scholarship money. This is the third year we've received money, and with the purchase of all our new equipment and the scholarships we gave out last year, they gave us 4 times the amount of money we had last year. If you're on Facebook at all, we got $20,000 this year. So we now want to start giving some of that out. Now there are rules. You need to be entering either engineering that could lead you into manufacturing or be in a manufacturing program. So we can't just give that to anybody we please. With that in mind, we've decided to bring back 2 of the people from last year who received money as seniors. And since we have money and we can do with it what we want, the first recipient was Brandon Hinkle. He is not here because he is living in Cleveland interning at Lincoln Electric. But our other guy, one of our STEM favorites, never to be forgotten, Mr. Carson Nagy.
Say on there how much he just won.
Carson is going to receive $1,000 to put toward his tuition for next year. Now, I just explained that this Haas money can only be used for people going into manufacturing or going into engineering that leads to manufacturing. And there's 2 young men in here who are probably thinking, I'm doing neither of those. Why did they invite me? The first one is Mr. Gabe Fink. If you notice the difference, Gabe Fink is getting $500 from our Skills USA account. So we as Valley STEM are awarding him that money. It is not coming through a grant. That is money that we've asked you students to help us raise to do this. Gabe is going to go to YSU for biology, I believe, physics. And we talked about that. Gabe's going for physics. The next guy who's going to come up here and join Gabe is Mr. Kate Vernon. Kate is also going to get $500. Now these 2 young men, they participated in Skills USA their freshman and sophomore year. Caden should have, would have, could have won his contest as a freshman. And I believe Mr. Fink took second or third, and I think he was our first placer in a qualified contest. We had some guys do well in drones, but it wasn't an actual national contest at that point. So these 2 guys, like I said, they took full advantage of STEM. When we made our spreadsheet of how we're going to award money, it was hard to turn them away. They did skills, they did some robotics, they did everything we ever asked, customer service, they went out in the mobile lab. They checked all the boxes, so we had to find a way to get them some money. Now we're going to go back to the Haas money. First up, this person has done Skills USA every year. Academic, all-star. just did everything we ever asked of her. Always came in with a good attitude, always tried her best. Made us proud to be Stemmers, and that would be Miss Maddie Malaturna. Maddie is going to pursue industrial design, and she is being awarded $1,000 to put toward that. Next up is a young man, I don't even know what he looks like. Although I've seen him for many years. He's the same boat. All these people you're going to see, these next four, they did everything we ever asked of them. We asked them to do Skills USA, or they asked us to do it. They followed through. Marcelo did get in a spot at one point where he got a little burned out. We said, how about if you do this instead? And he jumped at us, yeah, I could definitely do that and help us out. Mobile lab, anytime we needed these guys, they were there. Next up, Marcelo Jacobson. And Marcelo is going for, I believe, mechanical engineering. YSU? Kettering. You got in. Excellent. Last time we talked, he was waiting to hear. Excellent. Next up, another young man. Quieter guy. We asked him, I think he might have been the first or second group to do additive manufacturing. Everything we ever asked him, try this equipment, try to do this, go and do this. He then went to Mr. Lutz's program, and now he is on early release as probably a apprentice type machinist. He is going to continue on in machining. So he is also going to receive a $1,500 check, and his check will go toward tools. So he's going to meet up with me one day, and we're going to pick through the catalog and see what he wants to get. But Mr. Isaac Soytrig. Hang on a minute. Caden is currently working on a certification, so he'll be down here hopefully any minute. Something I want all you current STEM people to realize. Every person who got to come up here and hold a big check and will get money toward their schooling, they did a lot of the extras. When we say, hey, we're going to have the mobile lab at the fair, can anybody show up and help out? Every one of these people showed up at least a handful of times and helped out. When we say, hey, we're doing this thing called Skills USA, and there's a thing called mechatronics, we've never done it, you're probably going to get beat up a little bit. Who will jump in and do it? Some of these guys jumped in and did it. While we're waiting on Caden, Mr. Caden Vernon, who was up a minute ago, and the other Caden we're waiting on, we went to do mechatronics one year. They were freshmen. They had 3 weeks to train. We're like, hey, this could get ugly. They're like, yeah, it's okay. I believe the next kid that comes in, we had to convince him a little bit. Hey, you can go. May have even talked to mom, I don't remember for sure. You're just nervous. You know, some of these guys are 14, 15. We're asking them to go to Columbus, spend the night, go in there against 18-year-olds and fight. Well, we got down there, and the guy running the contest pulls me aside and says, only one group showed up for the contest. I'm like, oh, we just won. This is great. And they perform the contest, and they get out. We said, how was it? They said, it was hard. We did some good things, and we didn't know a few things. The day of awards, they went through all 7,000 awards or whatever they were, and at the end they said, that's it, we'll see you next year. We're like, well, man, they didn't say anything to our guys. So we went on the attack, and maybe or maybe didn't yell at some people. And they said, well, we were hoping their score would be a little higher. We don't really want to send them to nationals. And we said, they're 14. They don't want to go to nationals. They just want to be recognized for some hard work. So it was interesting. They took it like champs. We let Skills USA have an earful. Like in life, there's a million ways to handle things. They handled that horribly. But the good news is they both came back the next year. Caden Gamori, was he with you the next year? He came back and did the same contest, and he was with Gabe Fink, and they placed second or third. You did additive the next year, and did you guys, you were like fourth, I think. They were fourth, and they were within 1% of first place. Like the top 6 people were within 1 percentage point of winning it. So that was a good year. We have seen skills continue to grow. It has been exciting. You current STEMers, we are currently looking, this will be the freshmen mainly, we're currently looking at a new robotics competition. It would be more based in the automated side, Mr. Lopp's side, where you can build your own work cell and then you go compete with what you built. And there's a lot of leeway. You can build it with whatever you want. We can machine our own parts and make them that way. You can use the Beck stuff. I think you can even use some of your pre-made or pre-purchased stuff, the robots we already have and stuff like that. So we're looking into that now. We just heard about it about a week ago. So that's something else we're looking at. So keep your ears open. All right, since we have a few minutes to kill, I'm going to hand the microphone over to Mr. Carson Nagy. Carson was our platinum winner last year. He has spent a year at YSU. I told him to be ready to speak today. I didn't think I was going to have him do it. But he had just finished a year of electrical and mechanical. Electrical engineering at YSU. He's going to tell you briefly about that.
Hello. As you all heard, I'm Carson Nagy. I attended YSU this past following academic year, pursuing electrical engineering technology, and it was a good year. Got beat up a little bit, but every time I walked into that classroom, I always thought of one thing, and that was this place. Over the years, I gained so many hard skills and even more soft skills that my professors were even blown away. I remember sitting down in Circuit Theory 1, the freshman course everybody takes, and being bored to death. I think I slept through more classes than an engineering student should. It was all old. It was all stuff that I got from V all those years ago, Baber all those years ago, Lop. It was all old. And then I walked into some higher division classes and I got a little spooked, but I remember what I learned here. I remembered how to work. I remembered how to keep pushing and have the ethic and the mind to want to do it. We're given so many opportunities here at this high school to succeed, to push, to learn, that it really just makes you into a different human. makes you want to pursue STEM. So, I mean, I'm grateful. I'm surprised that they gave me another check. Honestly, I don't deserve it. I was just a kid like you pushing through here, but just remember to keep moving forward and keep succeeding.
He's here! Now, this is exactly what we're talking about. Our last guy, Mr. Caden Gamori, graduated from Austintown High School last week. He's here getting a certification today. He's back in the back room. Caden has been a big instrument in helping us grow STEM. 4 years ago when he came in as a freshman, or I guess it'd be 3 years ago, I told him,
Turn it off and on.
they should put a technology center outside on the sun. Hello, hello. So, I told Caden I wanted to make a gear set that goes on the wall, and when people walk in, it starts running, and he went to work on it. This spring, we finally hung up a gear set on the wall that can run. It's a little different than he started, but he started off showing us that it's capable. We can do it. It can be done. I already talked about Caden's 2 years of Skills USA. He went to electricity. He came to me this spring and said, I've realized a few things. One, I don't want to be an electrician. And that's a huge part of life, is figuring out what you do and don't want, especially before you've committed too much time to it. And he told me I want to go to YSU and pursue engineering. And then electrical engineering. And then we had a fairly decent discussion about it. Avenues he can take in electrical, things like that. He actually had enough questions that Mr. Lopp and I reached out to a business, and we're going next Monday to discuss with them what Caden's options are, because we want to give kids the right information. So like I said, Caden's been a huge part of us here. He's always got this silly smile on his face. He's always in a good mood. And we've decided to award him with our Platinum Scholarship this year, and he will be receiving $2,500 to take towards school. Well, that concludes our STEM Awards ceremony. If you were doing the math in your head, great. If you weren't, I believe we've given out just over $10,000 today. We want to continue to do that, so parents, if you ever see that golf flyer come by and you know somebody to donate, don't forget about us. This is what we're here for. You know, we've been buzzing all week about who we're giving this to and how we're going to go about it, so it's an exciting time. So I believe we'll go back to class. All the people who won, you want to do any group pictures here? Anybody that won a gift card, all-star, or a check, stay down here, we'll do some picks. Everybody else, I think we're heading back to class.
Am I stopping the recording? can't hear you, so just text me whatever you want.